Memphis, Tennessee. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers winning their last game against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was a great come-from-behind win, too. They got down but kept their heads up and fought back to win it.
And how they were able to battle back in the fourth quarter of that game, being down as much as they were, was a really special win for them.
Well, I hope they enjoyed it because you're not going to get many wins like that. I mean, having to dig themselves out of the hole they got themselves into doesn't happen very often.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. West and Hibbert are up front. Chance Stevenson is out there with George Hill. And it's George in at the Pacers. And for the Grizzlies, Mike Conley and Tony Allen in the backcourt. Randolph and Gasol are down low. And it's Prince in at the 3. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Dale. And George with the stuff.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates.
Gets it to go. George has got his second basket of the game.
Well, you look at Frank Vogel of the Pacers, young guy, a lot of energy, and really emphasizes toughness and kind of a smash-mouth style that his team has really embraced.
They get it again. And shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly. Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
The first one falls. You talk about that tough style that Coach Vogel has emphasized. The Pacers have the size and, you know, Steve, the physicality inside to really deliver on that style of play.
Yeah, they've got a swagger about them, and obviously some talent, too, with guys like Hibbert and David West. So I like the way Vogel has really sort of rubbed off on this team. His personality has become their personality, and they've become one of the better defensive clubs in the league.
The Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, I spoke with the head coach of the Pacers. I asked him what he thought might give them an edge going into this game. He said, well, our shot blocking is always a cornerstone for us. To have the ability to protect the rim really, I think, is invaluable. And one thing that helps us apart on the defensive end. Guys, let's see if they can lock down the pace.
All right, great stuff, Doris. Thanks. Guys, not too much of a surprise that defense is going to be the emphasis.
Yeah, that's the type of team they are. And they always seem to force some turnovers and get out and run.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, that's really what drives them on a game-to-game basis.
Allen dishes to Conley.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot. Hammer time! Hammer time! Did you see that?
Oh, we got to see that one again, guys. We've got to see that again.
I need a replay. I'm not sure what I just looked at. You know, the Pacers had that 4 or 5 year stretch where things went south after that brawl in the Palace. But if you look at their team now, the last couple of years, they've really...
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time. Not stop. There's no way to stop that. I mean, there's nothing you can do when he's coming at him like that.
Well, that's right, Clark. Steve, he is a dangerous, dangerous player.
Yeah, especially when he gets to that launching pad right there in the lane. Pretty one-handed finish. That was nice.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against Charlotte.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless.
Gasol passes to Randall. Pings his shot with nobody near him. Against really on his game. Hibbert with off the pitch. And again, it's Indiana.
Remember, you got
Pacers have gone
folks.
Not only
but just not good enough. And whomever.
6'10", great.
And you know what, Steve? Is just as impressive. Advantage coming away with the.
looking at who's out there now for the and for George Hill. Going 3 until the start of the Grizzlies. And even goaltender.
But the ref saw it.
On the wing, George. To the end. Here's Mahimi.
And you
No, certainly. Points a game. It's blocked. And Mahimi's got his.
definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Johnson kicks to George. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Conley. It's up a 3. Well, it's been a high speed. A closely contested game as we start the second. Quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And I like
Davis is out there with Arthur. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game.
he might need a little bit.
Like they need to be a little bit more.
Game solved.
But guys, you got to give him some credit for attacking when he had a chance.
I can imagine they're going to hear an earful about this next stop. I mean, that's 3 straight field goals. Go up the lane. Inexcusable.
Now, defense starts at the rim. You want to shooting the ball from the outside, and that's not happening. They're just giving up everything inside.
Here's Mahimi.
Step aside. Step aside. We got the big fella coming through.
That is a powerful brand of basketball right there.
An amazing putback. You just love the effort from this guy.
Hansbrough. Point game for him against Charlotte. Roden with it. Shot on the wing. Excellent D there.
You know, you look at Lionel Hollins, and I'm so impressed with the job he's done. Actually played for him way back in '88. He was a assistant coach with the Phoenix Suns. That was my rookie season. And he was just a really good guy to play for. Worked hard, has a nice way about him. Kind of a player's coach, really has a good relationship.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
There's the dish to Roten. Back to Conley. Some nice passing there by Memphis. That's good. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
That's a good punch right there, Clark. Pop up the ball and get beat with the other.
Yeah, that really hurts. That's painful.
Conley dishes to Roten.
Looky here, looky here. How about that play? They put in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Good job. Put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And then how about the touch on the finish?
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol's checked in for Arthur. Randolph comes in for Ed Davis. Tony Allen's checked in for Roten. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Mike Conley. And this Grizzlies team up with
he's given this team an identity and a style, and that's so important in this league. What Memphis is, they're an inside-out team. They're tough, they're blue-collar, and they're going to defend every game, and that really comes from their coach.
Hill. Indiana again missing.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Allen kicks to Gasol. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Stevenson. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Stevenson's got his second bucket.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet. You know, George Hill almost has the perfect basketball body. He's long, lean, a nice two-way player at 6'2", a combo guard, more scorer than playmaker. And what I really like about him is he can defend either guard spot, and on occasion can defend small forwards too.
I think Greg Popovich liked that about him in San Antonio. Here's West. That's true on the 14-footer. West has got his third basket of the night.
Well, none of the defenders were quick enough to step out and get a hand in his face on that jump shot. Take there.
Bayless. Clark, speaking of George Hill, you mentioned his ability to guard shooting guards. His 6'9" arm span of his doesn't hurt. Steve, he takes up a lot of area.
Yeah, great athleticism. Kevin, a guy who can knock down the three-point shot, but also defend multiple positions. And, you know, playing for Greg Popovich his first 3 years in the league with the Spurs, he obviously learned an awful lot at the defensive end of the floor.
The shooting first trip to the free throw line for him in this.
Fellas, I think you have to like his improvement over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Zach Randolph is checked in for Memphis. Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana.
I'm always impressed by big men who shoot free throws as well as he does. For some reason, they're a rarity.
Roten's checked in for Tony Allen. The Pacers also with the sub. Hibbert's checked in. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws with a contact right there.
And for Roy Hibbert, no player has improved any more than he has. Having watched him from college at Georgetown until now, you got to be impressed with his dedication to remake himself. It didn't come easily for him. When he arrived in college, he couldn't do 10 push-ups. They said he had to learn to run. He's done a tremendous job at mobility, strength, and confidence to his game. Mobility and strength to that big frame of his.
That's a great step.
It is.
Pacers leading by 4. Hill with and Roten picks him up defensively. Line up. That's good for George on the assist from Roy Hibbert. 16 points here for George.
Boy, he's been good offensively tonight. I really like what I've seen.
And for Roy Hibbert, and you were just telling me this other day, Clark, he had to go through a diagnosis for asthma, which they did not know about until he went and had some thorough tests taken, and they addressed that. And he mentioned before he hit the weights, he lifts all year long. Steve, he's been a wonderful project that has now blossomed into this rising star at that position.
Well, you love what he's done, Kevin, because at Georgetown, he really couldn't move. He was heavy, he couldn't run. but he's done so much physically, nutrition-wise, conditioning-wise. He's even added a personal chef to cook his meals, and you can see it now in his physique and the way he's performing. He's become a big-time player.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Roten, the pass to come. Leads him in there. Prince. Here's Gasol. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Well, that's fine, but you can't really count on those to go. I think they should be fighting their way inside for higher percentage looks.
Born and raised in Vancouver, a survivor of cancer who's now back and better than ever. Get on your feet, Grizzly fans. Make some noise for Grizz.
And he makes both free throws.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Here's Stevenson. George. Hibbert inside. But they get it back.
Well, he's smart. He's getting good shots, and he's knocking them down.
Roten kicks to Prince. With 2 seconds left. Jump shot is good. Prince has got 4 points in the quarter. Stolen by Michael Conley. And so we can... We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Paul George really making a difference here.
And a lot of the second chances that this team has gotten have come because of his hard work underneath.
Steve, he's scrapping and fighting and positioning down there and doing everything he can within the rules to get his team extra chances. And I think it's just a credit to his hustle out there.
On the floor right now for the Pacers. George Hill out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Hansbrough in at the power forward. Here's Roten. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Second is Marc Gasol.
Well, it takes tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of that low post area.
Absolutely, Steve. I mean, these fellas play in the high traffic area on the court, so passing lanes for them are a lot tighter than they are out on the perimeter. Not nearly as much room.
The Grizzlies have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Some numbers.
And Conley drops them both.
He's one of the best free throw shooters in the league, and this game no different. He's making each trip to the line count.
Hill with it. Conley picks him up. Off the screen. Hansbrough misses.
And how about the season Marc Gasol had a year ago, guys? He was terrific. Made the All-Star team. Excellent passer at the high post, but strong. And really go down on the block and shoot that jump hook as well.
Hill kicks to Hansbrough. Hibbert inside. Defended by Gasol. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Tony Allen's checked in for Memphis. Puts it up off the inbound. And Hibbert with the basket on the assist from Hansbrough. That's now 8 points for Roy Hibbert. And for Marc Gasol, 4 years younger than his 4-time All-Star brother, Paul Gasol. You know, he's entering his prime. And now he's on pretty equal footing, I think, Clark, with his older brother.
Well, you know, he was the 48th pick back in 2007, and that's pretty strong company to be mentioned in with his brother, Paul. So he's different center. He's 7'1", 265, a little heavier, and seems to be more comfortable playing with his back to the basket.
DJ Augustine's checked in for George Hill. Here's Augustine. Shot is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Prince dishes to Gasol. The feed to Randolph. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Pacers leading by 4. Augustine with it. Gasol covering. Hibbert the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. A monster one-hand slam.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that keeper, you're correct. The Grizzlies again.
They're hitting their first 3 even before that.
This is Kevin Harlan, reached up high.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's your darn sure.
Commentator.
You guys are great.
But you do have to like the block. That one's going to count.
Up on the now for Indiana. 3 on 3. Tigers from 14. Conley's shot is off.
You know, I get the feeling he's pressing here a bit. There's a fine line between being intense and focused and being aggressive and pressing. And right now, he's pressing and hasn't found his rhythm in this game.
Randolph kicks to Arthur. It's stolen by Hansbrough. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Hansbrough inside. It's stolen by Arthur. That's blocked.
It's a slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue to work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. Steve, a resounding dunk.
A take no chances slam, guys.
Here's.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now. Now we're cooking with gas, partner. My goodness.
Yeah, a breathtaking display of aerial supremacy, no doubt.
That's almost unfair, guys. I mean, when you can get up, that's crazy.
Arthur, guarded by Green. Open look. Randolph dishes to Arthur. Here's Prince. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Personal foul.
And now we get a chance to see how the Grizzlies are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 4th in steals, 6th in fewest turnovers per game. And they're a top 10 shooting team from the foul line. Pretty good company for that team.
The key really to me out of all those numbers, Clark, is the steals, because that's become their identity defensively. They're a real ball-hawking team. They like to get out and put pressure on the offense, force mistakes, and when they do that, they're tough to stop in transition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Ed Davis is checked in for Randall. Roten comes in for Tony Allen. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Mike Conley. The Pacers also changing it up. Mahinmi's checked in for Green. West comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. And George Hills subbed in for Augustine. And he's able to get it back. That shot wide open. Bayless has got 5. Hill inside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Davis with it. West picks him up. Roten the pass to Bayless. On the 3 off target. Pacers leading by 8. Johnson left side. With the lead pass. Mahinmi kicks it to West. 8 away. The rebound by Prince.
Looked like an easy 2-point trade there.
You know he's kicking himself for that.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Well, he's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Jarrell Arthur. Then for the Pacers, Green, he's checked in for Paul George. And DJ Augustine subbed in for George Hill. And both free throws good for Prince. 41 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And Augustine kicks to Green. Goes up. Here's Mahinmi. And the layup is good. He's got 8 points.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some point, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Offensive rebound. Here's Pondexter. Missed inside.
He's far too tentative in the paint. And even more so when the defender is up tight. That's a saved a likely dunk there.
Yeah, very smart foul under the circumstances. You can't allow him to just throw it down on him.
Pacers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop.
You got to just shake your head on that one.
And here is West. Just 3 on the clock. Jams it straight down.
2 hands for safety, 1 hand if you want major elevation.
That's right.
You know you can get up high with 1 hand.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Pacers out in front, leading by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Tayshaun Prince out there with Davis. And Conley. And it's Pondexter in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, Davis is still building out his frame physically and kind of figuring out who he is as a player. I think ultimately it's about hustle, it's about being physical, being in the paint, and really mixing it up down there for Davis.
Yeah, that'll allow him to block more shots, get rebounds, get more second-chance buckets. He has a lot of potential as embracing a big man role and going from there. Tony Allen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Johnson with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Not much resistance for him after that pick, Kevin. I mean, he had all sorts of space to hit the shot.
And here's Conley outside. Another miss by Conley. Pacers leading by 7. Takes it right up. But they recover it. Timeout called the Pacers. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, the head coach for the Pacers had some instruction for his guys during that break. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
All right, Doris, thanks. Allen with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Augustine. And so he ends a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
The offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Paul George, he's checked in for Indiana. And Stevenson comes in for Johnson. Conley dishes to Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana. George has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Stevenson.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
There's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Here's West. Ball's knocked loose. Timeout called the Pacers. Some changes for Memphis. Zach Randolph is checked in for Davis. And it's Arthur in for Tayshaun Prince. The Pacers also with a sub. Hibbert's checked in. As passes to Augustine. Augustine off the pick from West. Off the screen. Augustine, that's good. Augustine's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And there's Mark Gasol on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 8th assist in the game. And Augustine kicks to Hibbert. Indiana moving the ball around. George with the screen on Allen. Stevenson dishes to West. Hibbert goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Conley the pass to Randall. To the middle. Here's Arthur. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Offensively just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
The Pacers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And Augustine kicks it to West. Stolen by Allen. He kicks it to Arthur. Paul George with the steal. And now, here comes Augustine in the break.
Man, offensive execution has been the story here. Just playing beautiful basketball.
And guys, you can see it in their advantage in field goal percentage. I mean, you get high-quality shots, you're usually going to shoot well. They're playing outstanding basketball.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Prince comes in for Terrell Arthur. And Roby subbed in for Tony Allen. And a change for the Pacers. George Hill's checked in for Augustine. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Right side Gasol. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Another board for them. They've got a huge advantage in that regard.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games. And if you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it comfortably.
Conley dishes to Gasol. 11 feet away. Conley's shot is off. Pacers leading by 12. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Off the inbound. A double clutch. Shot is off. Good D by Gasol.
Foul.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert.
That's his 5th.
That will be foul number 5 on him. Conley with it. He's picked up by Hill. Here's Prince. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. Here's Hill. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Pacers lead by 12.
Well, of the two teams offensively, they've been more oriented towards those mid-range shots.
Yes, Steven, they're focused on getting open quality looks, whether it's from behind the arc or inside the arc. And right now it's been more inside the arc.
George releases from the wing and drills it. George has got 23 points. Kicks it out to Prince. Conley the pass to Prince. Great tee that time from Hibbert.
Tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Lance Stevenson.
And Stevenson's checked in for the Pacers. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Shot, high post. Good. Michael Conley. That's now 8 points for Conley. 1:09 left in the game. And Tony Roca gets the whistle there.
Tony Roca.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Left side West. It's Hill on the wing. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And this one is just about over. It's going to be an easy win for them in the end.
Yep, I think they can just about put this one on cruise control for the last few seconds here.
Prince misses. Arthur this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Really good defense there, forcing that double clutch.
Here's Randolph. And another shot. The shot's good from Gasol.
You don't box him out more effectively than that. He's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
And for the Grizzlies, Mark Gasol. One shot.
That free throw good from Gasol. 24 seconds left in the fourth. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right.
Defensive foul. At the line for the Pacers, George Hill. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And he can't convert on the second. That misses.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we're in the bonus, and he'll have to go to the line for 2. And both free throws good for Prince. Here's Hill. Over Conley. Indiana again missing.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was a solid win.
Will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Roy Hibbert.